living. A little bit of like a nice like 70 with the breeze.
70 with the breeze is ideal. That's peak weather.
Peak weather.
Yeah, but like, if it was between hot and cold, I prefer being like hot. Just like AoS has been playing hot tonight.
Yeah, but so is PawnMaster. Once again, both these players. The last set was Game 5, although it was a pretty convincing Game 5 in the form for AoS. But you know, PawnMaster is definitely someone who can also adapt, and if he's able to go off that momentum of 3-0ing both Kapupa and Joj, this could definitely be what he needs to push himself forward against AoS.
Absolutely. I mean, the momentum from PawnMaster has been unreal tonight, but also I feel like a lot of players are good, but they get in their own way and they get in their own head. And you can see them, oh, okay, good option. Yeah. You can see them start to level up as they gain that confidence though. So I think I'm seeing PawnMaster tonight gain more and more confidence, and like he's saying, hey, I'm keeping up with these good players. I might be able to do this. And they just might be. I mean, PawnMaster drawing first blood here.
I don't know what he's been doing the last 2 weeks, but he's been playing super well. He's confident of himself and what he can do. And he's not getting tremendously like nervous or just... He's not getting nervous a lot of these situations. He's being more confident in his abilities. And he just seems to be a lot better mentally. And that was a... Man, you really can't punish that move.
Yeah. Yeah. Seems like you cannot sometimes. Okay. And the back air, wow at that. Actually not connecting. And PawnMaster's been holding onto the stock for such a long time.
Yeah. And this is great. Oh, yep. Having a 2-stock lead is really big. Of course, we've seen AoS steal stocks before, but AoS is also a very momentum-based player. And if he can't get it going, he's looking very good. PawnMaster's looking very good to take this game. He just has to be willing, though, to not mix up his gameplay just to mix it up. Which we've seen a lot of players do when they have a strong lead. And yeah, we're going to see a lot of this mid-range game. PawnMaster is, okay, ZSS not slow enough that PawnMaster can commit to a projectile-based gameplay.
Yeah, you kind of have to use everything you got against ZSS, because if you just commit to projectiles, you're just going to get run down.
Great nair off ledge. And AoS, though, is really quickly built up this damage, but PawnMaster just needed a few hits, and this is looking so very good, even if he loses the stock right now.
Yeah, but at the second, but he won't, because the rage is going to be enough to take that game number 1, PawnMaster.
That was a great Z-drop. Like, just knowing that he could do that right there. And AoS neutral get-upping and just falling into it, and that's just a layup at that point.
Yep, we don't miss those. We do not.
And we are going to see the small battlefield pick come out first, which with MTSR, that could actually be really important down the line. So this is a stage that we saw complete dominance on, but it was AoS's last counter pick in that Game 5 set. So it could come back to bite him, but we'll have to see.
Yep, and see we shall as we get right to this game number 2. I mean, like, it could come back to bite him, but right now he needs a win big. I think AoS, like, was down pretty bad right there. A 2-stock in game number 1 that never bodes well. Time to take some of that momentum back, and I would say do it by any means necessary.
Great there, right there, grab ledge, but yeah, this flip kick is just, it's doing a lot for AoS. Of course, as you know, it does the ZSS as a whole. AoS is really using it really well to try and get around these mistakes, honestly.
Wow, ZSS,
the best way to punish it, fall out of it.
Yeah, just be too skinny. ZSS, a lot of multi-hits get really weird on ZSS just because their frame is so small. Like her and Sephiroth.
Yep.
Oh, great flip kick to get through that, and actually a great pickup right there to take away that stock as well. AoS going big.
Yeah, but 68% is not tremendously bad. You're still in a really decent position that you honestly just need a few conversions right now, and you can take the stock. And the fact that Zeus light, but she's not that light. Whereas PawnMaster like can get a pretty decent amount of conversions as a percent.
Yep.
But those stairs are going to start getting punished a bit harder next few times I point them out.
Bruh, AoS is actually doing something interesting here. Instead of trying to punish the aerials on shield, it's just stuffing them before they come out. So every time every time PawnMaster's in the air, AoS is just sticking right with them and going for some up airs, forward airs. Interesting stuff.
Yep. And we can just see the general movement and the lack of commitment using these flip kicks is working out a lot in AoS's favor, because PawnMaster sees this and throws out a committable option, and AoS is right in his face immediately after.
Yeah. Oh, yep, the close range boomerang, that's going to be the perfect position. And now PawnMaster eating up stock counts, but is just one paralyzer and uppy away from being down another stock.
The backer did air dodge, and yeah, at that point, AoS just had to not hold back on that fair for it to connect.
Yeah. It was pretty much a done deal, just like that 42% is a done deal. And now AoS, like I said, the momentum's shifting back, and I really do think he needed this a lot. If he didn't like get a solid showing in this game number 2, I don't know how he would have been able to bring it back for the rest of the set, you know?
Yeah, I really do like AoS's lack of huge commitments here, knowing that. Ooh. Oh, great attempt there.
Yeah, I like it.
You use your jump.
Did he? Yeah, no, he didn't.
Oh.
Yeah, I guess some tap jump off is what we got going on with PawnMaster right there, because that up B otherwise might have been able to spend it.
Yeah. You should get punished for that, but don't get a nair off it. But talked about that there earlier.
Yeah. Young Links kind of get addicted to just having those safe landing options, but if you're able to whip punish them, your character has speed for it, yep, go for it. Great work right there from AoS. Bring ourselves into a 1-1 situation, best of 5 set for losers finals.
Start battle 0-7 Link.
Here we go. Yep. Same characters. I don't know if either of them play anyone else at this point.
We're seeing Smashville. This is a stage I've seen work out really well for AoS. It is like we saw on Hollow Bastion, and did work out well for PawnMaster, as when the control of that center stage is important. The difference between Smashville and Hollow Bastion is in general, Hollow Bastion is a way bigger stage. And I do think he needed more space to just be able to play. Like, even though we saw like he wasn't able to exactly commit to a long-range camp game, he was able to set things up. And you're dead off that.
Yeah, very likely. And 100% likely because it happened.
Yeah. Yeah, just in general though, PawnMaster probably needed a bigger stage to set up his wall of projectiles. Even like his once again, you don't get much time against a character like Zeus who Samus, who's what, like I believe in the top 5 fastest characters in the game.
Yeah, she's fast, in fact.
And flip kick
out there. And I mean, I would say Smashville is the ultimate fight me stage. You know, it's very like close knit. You're going to be brushing shoulders a lot. So like, if you're going to pick the stage, you need to have either an airtight way to frustrate your opponent in a close space, or you're fighting. And Young Link is not a scrapper like that. Can be sometimes, but the way that PawnMaster is playing the character, definitely not. Yeah, and this is just a ZSS playground, 171. But look at AoS. He's having a field day. He's at home. He's at home. Finally, PawnMaster goes for a forward tilt to cover some of the verticality that ZSS can get to. And although the rage is reset, when you hit someone hard enough, rage, well, it would have helped that time.
Yeah, oh great. Oh, extremely lucky there. Bomb blowing up while he has Ledge of Invincibility. One, not going to get particularly punished for the up B. This is not the worst position until you rolled in there.
Yeah, kind of did it to yourself. Is what it is.
Yeah, and this once again, this smaller stage pick is working out really, really well for AoS. PawnMaster is not able to get the space he needs, and AoS is just being able to run him down for it.
Yeah, kind of counterpicked himself, I feel. Low-key. Hey, it's learning material. I mean, it's a best of 5 set, so you still have plenty of time to make it happen. And also, this game's not over yet. I mean, unless you can't get off the ledge, but PawnMaster answers back with an up B and is able to get some breathing room back, starting to get a little bit of something going. It's not over yet. Never over till it's over.
No, it's not. But actually, this is one conversion. Oh, did not get the B reverse on that though. This is one conversion from killing. However, you rolled in and you're dead for that.
Yeah, with rage. Oh,
No.
actually, just barely not enough. I was like, you might need one more step. And actually, I'm really surprised AoS
Gonna
didn't
get
reverse
stage
that up B. Getting stage spiked by the bomb. That's not going to do any favors.
You're dead.
Yeah. Yeah, he was looking for that.
Yeah, those offstage projectiles getting punished.
Can't do that against fast fallers.
No,
If you are ever like in a position where like, oh, I'll throw a projectile to cover the ledge while I get back on stage. If you're doing it against like a fast faller who can like kind of go out there and edge guard you like ZSS, don't. You'll get hit by that, especially final stock, because you know they're waiting for that. That's the situation they always manufacture for the final stock. They just kind of sit there and wait for that kind of thing to happen. Yep, ZD's sitting on winner's side of Grand. So whoever fights or wins this goes to fight ZD.
Yeah, we're gonna see Cal's a stage after fighting AoS on it. I don't like. I know we talked about wanting a bigger stage, but I think the main problem is you're giving AoS this free space to run around, because that's what stages like Kalos, FD, they have, is that just free space for you to run around. But the platforms are really benefiting PawnMaster because they cut off a huge angle for AoS to approach and get in. But now, where do you hide? You hide underneath a part of a platform?
Yeah, but I mean, with that, like, couldn't go Smashville. I'm assuming, like, if you banned, like, maybe FD, you know, where else can you, like, really go here?
I wonder if Paul Bass was banned, but you are going to die off a side to that side B. And this is exactly where you don't want to be. You don't want to be at a deficit against Zero Suit on Kalos, because they're just going to be able to run around you theoretically, but not going to be able to convert that up B into up air.
Alright, so here we go. Nice. Gonna be able to get one more up air off of that. Forcing off position. And we'll try to go for a paralyze to cover that space, but PawnMaster very wisely just throwing a boomerang. The projectile usages from PawnMaster have still been very good, except those. That was the same situation you lost the last game for, and you are liable to lose another stock for.
Yep. Gonna be able to make it back, but he's just gonna get put off back off stage.
And he was not fine. Oh, he's still alive though.
No jump,
Jesus,
but
this edge guard is so brutal. I mean, like, you survived, but you took like 90% off that, dude. And you still died. That was ridiculous coverage from AoS.
now not only are you a stock behind, you're 2 stocks behind against an AoS that is willing to run around.
Yeah. Willing and happy to do it.
Yep. AoS is the hypest player in the world until he wants to win. In which case he starts what
What the hell was that punish? I understand analysis paralysis, but
it was so big brain because it led to that. He was just waves ahead.
what?
But yeah, this is just looking very ugly for PawnMaster right now. This Dare's really getting really desperate with them there. Ooh, going to be able to get some small percent on board. Oh, not gonna be able to punish the dash grab, the laggiest grab ZSS.
That boomerang saved PawnMaster's life. That down smash was there, ready for the trigger to be pulled, and ZSS just gets hit in the shins and no air dodge. Oh, actually missing the recovery, but not gonna be far enough. And that will be AoS taking a 3-1 over PawnMaster, but PawnMaster was looking pretty crispy.
Yeah, this was 3rd place.
Yeah.
This was I think tied for his best performance at Xanadu. Granted, last time he got 3rd place at Xanadu, there was no PR players in attendance.
Yeah.
And except like Ultraness, but he wasn't PR at the time. He got PR that season. But
he was
PR
level.
He was PR level. But like he took out multiple PR players today. And there was a lot of PR players in attendance tonight too.
Mm-hmm.
So this was a really well earned, like this was a really good run for him to have.
Yeah, it was small but stacked Xanadu. It was like 50-ish people. And I mean, let's see. We had ZD, we had Seagull Joe, we had AoS,
It was
Joe
fun.
J,
Kuba.
and Creep Hooba. Yeah, Creep Hooba's here too. So yeah, solid amount of our PR here. MD put some work in. Yeah, put some work in this weekend too. We had a lot of players make it out into top 64, top 128.
Yeah, yeah. Shout out to Dark Diff.
Definitely proud of our guys out there playing well.